the financial markets of hyperventilating about the Fed funds rate and when is the Fed going to lower the rate. But I think they've taken their eye off the ball because, as you're aware, the Fed over the last basically 8 to 10 years has run up their balance sheet, what was called quantitative easing. We had a Fed balance sheet of $1 trillion before the financial panic or financial meltdown in 2008, and it went up to 4 trillion. And right before the pandemic, it went from 4, or right after the pandemic, it went up from 4 to almost 9 trillion. So you're talking about a Fed balance sheet that's just unprecedented in size relative to the economy and relative to the banking sector. Now, in the last year, that almost $9 trillion Fed balance sheet has been running off. They've been allowing the Treasury securities and the mortgage-backed securities to roll off, and they're now down to about 7.6 trillion. So they've taken off a fairly sizable chunk. Now, there was a study some years ago, or a couple of years ago, saying that every 1% of GDP equivalent of the Fed balance sheet rolling off is like raising the Fed funds rate by 10 basis points. Now, by my calculation, the roll off that's occurred in the last year is equivalent about 50 basis points. So had the Fed raised the Fed funds rate by 50 basis points, the market would be going wild. But, they're saying, when is the Fed going to start cutting? But instead, what's going on is that they're rolling off the balance sheet, and that has the effect of raising the rate. Are the financial markets missing something? Should they be paying more attention to the balance sheet?
Uh, I, well, I think the chairman is probably trying to tell them to, because in his statement, he was also,
Hey, dummy.
by the way, we're also going to continue rolling this off, and
Mhm.
we're going to keep doing it the way we've been doing it. So he is trying to get them to listen.
But it doesn't seem to be working.
No. But I mean, try, for any number of reasons I imagine.